Well, unfortunately, I have had a lot of bodyguards in my life.
So Dante didn't seem familiar.
Well, when I met him, I was kind of out of context because Sonny introduced me to him as his son. So I was kind of thinking about that when I met him.
Well, all cards on the table. I don't think that I would have a problem with Dante guarding you if Dante had just told me that he had guarded you before.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, if Dante didn't tell you, then who told you that?
I guess it's safe to assume that the Balkan knows that Brenda killed his son. And he's not going to let up, and he's not going to keep sending an endless amount of guys to grab her.
He's going to switch it up. He's going to try a different approach.
And we have no idea what that's going to be. But you do understand that the situation's going to get worse.
Yeah.
So if you're holding back information, it could cost Brenda her life. Did anything else happen between the two of you I should know about?
Not like a secret that Dante was assigned to guard you because there is a picture of him shielding you from the paparazzi.
Oh, right. Yeah, I heard about that. You know, I hope you don't feel uncomfortable that we knew each other. I mean, Dante is Sonny's child, so
I know.
there's nothing.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm not.
Good, because I know what it can feel like when you're in love and, you know, sometimes you think too much about things or you can kind of lose a piece of yourself. That's what I did with Sonny anyway, so.
Look, I'm as motivated as you are to end this Balkan mess, maybe even more so considering everything I've got to hide. But I don't want to put Brenda in any more jeopardy.
Yeah, but Brenda's always been volatile. And the harder she tries to cover something, the bigger the risk she'll lose it completely.
Lose what completely?
What, she didn't tell you that her mother had mental problems?
No.
Brenda and Sonny were supposed to get married.
Yeah, and he left her at the altar.
Yeah, and within 3 months she had a nervous breakdown. She had to be hospitalized. I married her because she thought she was going to go crazy.
She wanted you to take care of her.
No, she wanted me to put her in an institution where she wouldn't be a burden to anybody. She's not exactly confident in her own sanity. She breaks easily.
So what you're saying is if she tells the wrong person about Alexander, I could be facing criminal charges, lose my badge, all that stuff.
Right, and if she felt responsible for doing that, it would wreck her.
How do we proceed?
I don't know. We'll just have to wait for Spinelli to download all that information from the Balkansman's cell phone. But in the meantime, you and Brenda need to talk. You need to get your story straight before somebody figures out what really happened in 2007.
Why that you are anything like I was when I was a kid. In fact, you can just ignore my advice. Feel free. I won't be offended.
No, it's, you know what, I know that you had a very unhealthy relationship with Sonny. And with him, how could it be anything but?
You don't like Sonny?
Well, he's inflicted a lot of pain on Dante, both physically and emotionally.
Yeah, sorry about that. You know, Sonny is, he is far from perfect, but he does love his son. He doesn't always know how to show it.
Yeah, well, I used to think of him as an honorary uncle until my eyes were open to the damage that he's actually done.
Sonny isn't an easy man to love. But, you know, what's interesting is now that I look back on things, I realize that most of the pain I went through with him was self-inflicted.
That's funny because I remember a time when I was younger and some of Sonny's enemies came to my house and shot up my living room with my brother Lucky and my father and Sonny, and luckily I was upstairs with my mom and she hid me in a closet.
I know what night you're talking about. I was shot at in the shower that night.
So you're saying that's all self-inflicted?
Well, yes, in a way I am, because I chose to be there. I chose to be with a man like that, and I knew what I was getting myself into. Sonny always tried to protect me in every way possible. And the truth is, no matter how much he gave me, no matter how much he loved me, no matter how much he tried to protect me, I always needed more, you know? And I think now I just realize that love is love. And love can be quiet and simple. Anyway, you know what, why don't you just have Dante call me? So,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, I don't want to take up any more of your time and, you know, and take care.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. It'd be added pressure. Maybe it's best to leave her out of this.
No, you have to make sure you and Brenda's stories match. Okay, I'm not saying it has to be true, but it has to be consistent.
Oh, I'm touched. What are you looking out for me
No,
now?
I'm looking out for Brenda and Michael.
Yeah.
You know, but I have to say that you were stand-up when we went after Franco. But that doesn't negate turning in Michael.
Thanks, I think.
Yo, boss, I'm sorry.
Want to make sure that little spill you took didn't cause any damage, all right?
I never wanted to ride Nippet ever again.
Well, that's for you to decide when it's not so new. Can you keep an eye on him for me? All right, thanks. Stay right here.
Hey. You okay?
I fell off my pony.
Oh, you are kidding. That's horrible. You must have been so scared. You know what's funny? When I was a little girl, probably around the same age as you, I fell off my horse, too. I have this older sister, her name is Julia, and she is good at everything, and I'm not so good at everything. So we were out on the track together, and something spooked my horse, and I went flying off of my horse. And I said, I will never get back on a horse again. And then I met a boy who likes horses, so I started riding again.
Did you like it?
Yes, I loved it. I loved it so much, and I was so sorry that I stopped riding. Hey, you know what? There's this little saying that adults say. If you fall off a horse, you're supposed to get right back on it.
Well, hey, Brenda. Yeah, I heard you were back in town.
Oh, is this your son?
Yes, this is Spencer.
Wow.
So I understand that you've been living in Europe?
Yeah, Italy.
Oh, nice. So Dr. O'Donnell said he could squeeze you in, all right?
Thank you for helping me decide.
You're welcome.
Decide?
I do want to ride Nippet again after all.
See you around.
Yeah.
Come on.
Are you okay? Oh my God, I heard about the fire.
I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Can you just tell me how to deal with a woman that gives new meaning to the word calculating and who is out to get me by any means possible?
Wait a minute, we're talking about this girl, Lisa, right? The one who had an affair with Patrick?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm the stupid one. I'm the gullible one because when I look back, it was so obvious that she was out to get him from day one.
Okay, first of all, don't call yourself stupid, ever, please. And I'm sure that this girl was very careful about her presentation.
She was. But you know what? It wouldn't be so bad if she was just fixated on Patrick, but now she's consumed with me. She is obsessed with discrediting me. She continues to provoke me and threaten me, and then somehow is able to turn it around and make it look like I'm the crazy one. And now everyone else is starting to believe her.
I think that you're giving this girl too much power. I think you need to just stop thinking about her, stop talking about her. Just as much as you can, don't engage. Hey, come in, you got my message?
Yeah, we're alone?
Yeah, we need to match up our stories.
Yeah, we gotta clarify who knows what.
So apparently it's public record that you guarded me in '07.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's gonna be digging around for that kind of information. We just gotta stick to who we know.
Right, so Wayne, Jason, Spinelli, Lulu, who else?
Claire Walsh, but I think she's got more stuff on her plate to worry about right now. Lulu told Carly.
Oh, Carly, well, that's, great. So we might as well go down to the PCPD and turn ourselves in right now. That girl has no life, and she has the mentality of a 20-year-old, and she's not going to stop until she knows everything.
All right, calm down. She knows I guarded you. That's it. Nothing sinister about that.
All right, well, do we need to worry about Lulu?
I told her we had minimal contact and whatever. But Jason's the only other person who knows that there was more. But I don't think we have to worry about him.
No, we don't have to worry about Jason. He's completely trustworthy. So, besides Carly, I guess you're still safe for now.
No, neither of us is safe. The Balkan is still out there. He thinks or suspects that you have something to do with Alexander's death. He's going to arm himself with information about you, and that means he's not going to stop at public record. He's going to know all of it.
Okay, so.
She's okay. You know, a little ragged after 2 shootouts.
So what's the latest on the Balkan?
The Balkan, well, he's not going to keep sending guys because his guys keep dying. So he's going to have to change things up.
Which means Brenda's in more danger. It would help to know why this guy is after Brenda. Has she said anything to you?
Yes, and that's why I know that he's not going away.
What's the story?
I can't say.
Why not?
Brenda asked me not to tell anyone.
So horrible that I've pulled you into all of this. It's just ridiculous that you have to deal with any
Okay,
of this.
stop. If you want to feel bad about something, feel bad about hitting me on the head with that vase. It hurt. It knocked me out. Cold. One of the 6 times in my life I've been knocked unconscious. I told that to Lulu. She thinks I've brain damage. I think that's just the way I am.
What's smart and sweet?
Oh, and now you're going to pay me compliments and make me blush and then I'll lose my tough guy street cred.
I wouldn't want you to lose that.
Okay, good.
Like, you really did save me in '07. And I don't want you to ever feel like you have to save me again. I'm so sorry for everything that's happened.
Well, I have this unrelenting need to see something through to the end, no matter how bitter. And I can't walk away because we're connected by more than just Alexander's death.
No, I don't want to talk about the baby,